Good evening, everyone. Is my audio and video clear? Please let me know in the comment section. Good evening, Sarthak, Aditya. All good, Sarthak. I hope you're also good. Anji, let me know if my audio and video is clear. Then we can begin with the session over here. Okay, sure. Alright, so a very good evening to everyone watching this video. I am Manat Sharma from Oliveboard, and today I'm going to discuss this very important and students usually have this dilemma that what kind of reports should I cover, which report is relevant, which report is not relevant, which are the most important reports, right? This is a question that most of the aspirants always have because we have n number of reports that keep coming in on a daily basis, right? So, in order to segregate which reports are important from your exam point of view, which are not, that is something that you need to know. And in today's session, I'm going to give you a proper list of what are the important reports that you have to do, which organizations reports are going to be important from your exam point of view. Out of the list of so many reports that I'm going to bring in today, which are the most important ones which you're not supposed to leave, that we're going to discuss. How can you yourself decide which report is relevant from your exam point of view, which is not relevant from your exam point of view? That we're going to discuss. And we're also going to see a few past year questions, 2, 3 questions based on certain reports so that you have an idea as to what kind of questions can be asked and how you should be knowing about the report. Okay? Fine. So this is the agenda for today and we are going to discuss about this. Do write down on your own, make a list on your own, make a list of the reports on your own so that you do not forget and so that it is imbibed in your mind what you have to cover, what you do not have to cover. Make a list from today's session. Just don't depend on the PDF because when you read the PDF, it does not ingrain in your mind. Once you write it with your own hand, once you write it on a pen, with a pen on a paper, it is imbibed in your mind and so you will not forget it. Fine, that is what is our agenda for today. Good evening, Simanchal. Chalo, and before I begin, if you want to really download this PDF, you can do it from the Oliveboard app. Just go to the courses section. There's going to be a separate folder of YouTube class PDFs, and from here you can download the PDF. It will be uploaded after the class. Fine. Now, which are the most very important reports? The most important reports that you have to cover for RBI Grade B for this examination. These reports you are not supposed to. Miss. Okay? First is your RBI Financial Stability Report. Most important. This is published by RBI. The RBI annual report, very important. Now, if you're following the 7 p.m. class that I take up, the score booster series class wherein we do MCQs, so many questions I have framed from the annual report only. And you do get questions directly from the annual report, so that is going to be very important. Then there is this currency and finance report published by RBI. Reports on trends and progress in banking sector, again very important, published by RBI. The World Development Report of World Bank and the World Economic Outlook of IMF. These are the must read. These are the must read reports which you are not supposed to miss at all. You're not supposed to miss them at any cost. And you will find these reports on the Oliveboard YouTube channel. All these reports have been discussed in detail. The highlights have been discussed. Apart from that, union budget and economic survey, again very important. Directly questions can be asked from economic survey and union budget. These two documents are actually very important for every exam. Whether it's UPSC, whether it's RBI, whether it's NABARD, whether it's any kind of state exam also, this is going to be very important. Okay? So these are super important ones. You have free resources for these super important report, because each of this report has, we have taken up a session on each of this report. For example, you can take this IMF report, World Economic Outlook. I have taken up this class. Then RBI annual report, Prateek sir has taken it up, this annual report. And MCQs also, expected MCQs, and obviously key highlights as well. Apart from that, economic survey, Payal ma'am has taken up, and budget highlights, I have taken it. So you can attend these classes. Then we have this union budget MCQs, Payal ma'am has taken up. So you can watch these videos. These are very, very important. Fine. Good evening, Vivek. Now, how to choose reports is what is important. Okay, this you need to understand as an aspirant. You need to understand that if you're preparing for RBI, if you're preparing for NABARD, what kind of reports are important from your exam point of view. So first and foremost, the report should be related to our syllabus. Most of the times, what we do is, there are n number of reports that we have, but not all are relevant, right? Your major focus should be on economics, and if there's any report related to social issue, related to finance or banking. Because if you see your subjects, you have this ESI, economics and social issues. That means report related to the economy, or world economy, or domestic economy, related to any social issue related to banking, because this is a banking exam. Apart from that, you have finance and management. So finance related report is going to be important. Okay? You have to focus on reports from recognized international institutions. So we have international institutions like World Bank, IMF, World Economic Forum, World Trade Organization, and UN agencies. These are internationally recognized institutions and very, very important institutions. So any report of these institutions becomes important from your exam point of view. Very good evening to you, Bhakti. Fine. You have to focus on India related developments. Now, when you read the report, you will see that in many reports, there's going to be chapter wise summary of different countries. Now, do you think that every country's report is going to be important for you? No. India specific highlights. One, global economy, one general scenario you have to see. Secondly, India related highlights are going to be important from each report. Okay, India related highlights and one global perspective, overall global perspective is going to be important. Fine. Reports from RBI are very, very important. Every report from RBI is going to be very important. Niti Aayog reports are also very relevant from your exam point of view, and they are also very important. You have to cover them up. Don't miss to cover the super important reports. Whatever I have mentioned over here, the super important reports, these are a must. Do not leave. If you have not done any report, just at least do this. This is the least you can do, the most important ones. Fine. Now, World Bank also publishes a lot of reports. These institutions like World Bank, IMF, World Economic Forum, they post a lot of reports. Now, out of these reports also, there are a few reports where you have to focus on. You don't have to focus on all of the reports. There are many reports which these organizations release from time to time. But not all reports are going to be important. From that also you have to segregate. And here I have made a list of what are going to be important. So just write them down or just download the PDF and make sure that you go through these reports. One is the Global Economic Prospects Report. We are on about World Bank reports as of now. So Global Economic Prospects Report, I have only taken up this class on YouTube, so you can go and check it out. We have the World Development Report of World Bank. We have Migration and Development Brief, which is the report on remittances, and that is also part of this. Poverty and Shared Prosperity Report, State of Social Protection Report. These are the important reports from World Bank that you need to focus on. Okay, apart from these, you do not need to take up the other reports. These are important. If I talk about the IMF reports, then IMF say Global Financial Stability Report, very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. Global Financial Stability Report. All these reports are there on YouTube. Please go check it out. World Economic Outlook, both are biennial. Both of these reports are biannual. You have to cover this. World Economic Forum reports, we have Global Cybersecurity Outlook, we have the Global Gender Gap Report, we have the Global Risks Report, and the Energy Transition Index. You have to cover these. Yes, obviously from these reports you will get a lot of stuff which you can write in your descriptive answers also. So it is not only important from general awareness point of view or from your MCQs related point of view, but a lot of stuff a lot of statements, a lot of data you're going to get from your descriptive point of view, which you can actually utilize in your answers. Fine. Okay. Now, those are the super important reports. Other important reports, I have made a list of that, so you can go through these. We have this ASER report, Annual Survey of Education report. I have only taken up this class on YouTube, so you can read this out. We have the ASER report, which is published by the NGO Pratham. We have this Global Economic Prospects report, which is published by World Bank. Now, we have highlighted the very, very important ones, which you do not have to miss out of this. Fine. So we have the Global Economic Prospects report by World Bank. We have the Fiscal Health Index, which is published by Niti Aayog. That is also important. The Digital Threat Report, which is a collaborative effort by certain CSIR, TFIN, and CISA. This is also important. I have taken up this report also. Global Economic Prospects also have taken it up on YouTube. ASER report also. Trends in Maternal Mortality, which is a UN report. Global Trade Outlook report by WTO is important. State of Social Protection report of World Bank. Poverty and Equity brief for India by World Bank again. I have taken up this class also. Enhancing MSME competitiveness. I have taken this report also. And this also on YouTube. This is published by Niti Aayog. Management of Foreign Exchange Reserves by RBI. Human Development Report 2025 by UNDP. This, I think recently only Payal ma'am has taken this. Global Report on Food Crisis by GNAFC, which is your global network against food crisis. This is also important. Then we have the Global Financial Stability Report by IMF. That's important. Global Gender Gap by World Economic Forum. Revised Poverty Line. Very, very, very important because this is directly aligned to your static portion also. So you have to add this revised poverty line even in your static notes. Okay? State of World Population Report again by UNFPA is important. Global Drought Outlook by OECD is important. Performance Grading Index by Ministry of Education. This is also important. Okay? So these are the important reports that you have to cover. We have this Global Livability Index 2025 by Economist Intelligence Unit. We have Sustainable Development Report, very, very important again because this is a very important topic from your social issues. Economics and social issues are a part se, hai na? The UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network publishes this Sustainable Development Report. We have this World Investment Report by UNCTAD. We have the RBI's annual report on ombudsman schemes by RBI. I think Prateek sir has taken this class on YouTube. We have the Payment Regulatory Board regulations by RBI. This is important. Apart from that, RBI bulletins also you can go through of each month. This is a monthly bulletin. You get a lot of insight of the global economy as well as the domestic economy. What is actually going on in the economy as of now. Okay? Then we have the payment system report, which is published by RBI. We have the Global Cybersecurity Outlook of 2025 by World Economic Forum. We have this logistics ease across different states, Leads 2024, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. We have this Poverty and Shared Prosperity Report by World Bank. There's this Migration and Development Brief by World Bank. This is important. Household Consumption Expenditure Survey by Mosby, very important because this HCES is also used for checking out poverty and all, also by for calculating the GDP also. Then Women and Men in India by Mosby, World Employment Social Outlook by ILO, World Happiness Report is also important. Partnership of Gallup, Oxford Wellbeing Research Center, UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network, and WHR's editorial board. All these together publish this World Happiness Report. This is also going to give you insights about India and the world. Then we have this India TB report of 2024, which is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The Travel Tourism Development Index by World Economic Forum. Global Education Monitoring Report of UNESCO. Energy Transition Index of 2025 by World Economic Forum. The Global Risks Report 2025 by World Economic Forum. The Global Hunger Index by 2025. This is also very, very, very important. Global Hunger Index. Okay, concern worldwide and wealth hunger line. Okay, and some reports they might be added which will be released in July 2025, but right now you can just take a look at these reports. इसके बाद जो भी report होगी we are going to take up that class in the Oliveboard YouTube channel, so you can keep adding on to this list. Okay, and just see that whatever we have highlighted over here, these are the most important out of these, and the super important reports, so I've already given you a list of that, which you cannot miss at any cost. So this is the list that I have given you. You don't need to look here and there. Just focus on these till now, these reports. And if there'll be any addition to this, then we can just you just go through the Oliveboard YouTube channel and keep adding it in your notes. Okay, you can see these free resources over here. We have this global gender gap report, report on management of foreign exchange reserves, annual survey of education report, global drought outlook, human development report, performance grading index. Okay, so you can take up these, you can read out these reports from here. You can take up these sessions. Okay. Now let's look at the 2024 PYQs. Let's just take a look at this. What kind of questions can be asked? So you can see over here this question. The report X, published by World Economic Forum, serves as a benchmark for evaluating gender-based disparities across four key dimensions: economic participation and opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, political empowerment. Recognized as the most long-lasting index of its kind, it monitors the progress made by different countries in bridging gender gaps. The latest edition of the report reveals that due to insufficient and inconsistent reforms, the overall momentum towards achieving gender parity has notably slowed. In January this year, during the World Economic Forum's annual meeting, India reaffirmed its commitment to gender equality by unveiling an initiative called Y. So a report X and an initiative taken Y. This collaborative multi-stakeholder platform aims to position India as a leader in advancing socio-economic inclusion with the goal of achieving long-term global impact. By launching the alliance, India has effectively moved the discussion around equity and equality from rhetoric to action, integrating it into the strategic agendas of global stakeholders. Right? So you have to identify the report X, which is given in the passage: gender biasness report, gender empowerment report, gender inequality report, global gender gap report, or none of these. What do you think is the report that we are talking about over here? Can anyone give me the answer? Which report are we talking about over here, X? Then there's another question related to this. As per the World Economic Forum's report X, which factor is identified as the key contributor to India's drop in the global gender gap index? Educational attainment, health and survival, economic participation, political empowerment, per capita income. Such kind of a question can be asked. है ना? Hanji, does anyone know this question? Can anyone identify what report are we talking about over here? Very easy. You can easily identify. Simanchal, I think gender gap report. Anyone else? Of the second question, anyone? Then you can see here there's another question. At which location did India announce its gender equity initiative by during the annual meeting of World Economic Forum in 2024? There's another question related to why regarding the Gender Equity Alliance, why launched by India at the 2024 World Economic Forum meeting. Which of the following statements are accurate? It is supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. CRI Center for Women Leadership will anchor the initiative. Invest India as an institutional partner while World Economic Forum is a network partner. है ना? हाँ, Bhakti Singh, there was Vivek also. है ना? So you can see here we are talking about the global gender gap report. We are talking about the global gender gap report by World Economic Forum, which tracked disparities between men and women across four domains: economic participation and opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, political empowerment. And among these, economic participation is often cited as the weakest area for India. So economic participation is the weakest area. This includes indicators like labor force participation rate, LFPR, wage equality for similar work, estimated earned income, proportion of women in senior or managerial roles. India has been consistently ranked low in this area due to low female labor force participation rate or wage disparities, right? A limited representation of women in leadership roles. Okay, so such kind of questions can be asked. So you can see directly from the report You're asked question directly from the report, and that is why it is important for you to cover it up. ठीक है? Another question was there from report. Middle income countries are currently at a pivotal stage in their development path. While many have progressed significantly from low income status and have seen major reductions in extreme poverty since the 1990s, achieving high income classification remains a distant goal. Despite developmental progress, income per capita in most of these nations has stagnated and continues to lag behind advanced economies. These countries now face multiple challenges such as aging populations, a rise in protectionist policies, urgency of transitioning to sustainable energy sources. The World Development Report 2024, so we're talking about the World Development Report here, outlines key steps that can help such nations overcome the middle income trap and move towards high income status. It stresses the importance of innovation, investment, and economic modernization as essential drivers of the transition. Right, so who is director of the World Development Report 2024 at the World Bank? Geeta Gopinath, Carmen Reinhardt, Somik Vilal, Kristalina Georgieva, none of the above. And a directly question is asked from the report. World Development Report suggests various strategies to help countries avoid economic stagnation. Consider the following statements. It introduces 3I approach, investment, innovation, and fusion. It identifies creation, preservation, destruction as forces that drive economic transformation. It emphasizes increasing women's workforce participation as essential for sustainability. You have to identify the correct statement. And at the essay, you get a question. According to World Bank, how many middle income economies have successfully moved to high income status since 1990? Consider the following statements based on India's performance as per the recent report. So you have these statements. है ना? So Somik Vilal is the director of World Development Report. He is lead economist at the World Bank. Has authored extensive research on urban development, economic geography, and all. है ना? So essay, you get questions. This statement is correct. 3I strategy. Report discusses how economies evolve through a process involving creation of new industries, preservation of viable sectors. है ना? So you can see here such kind of questions directly from the report are asked, and that is why reports are very important. ठीक है? So what to cover in these reports? Now this is also a question because reports are also extensive. Now reports may say what to cover is another question mark. ठीक है? So basic facts, what you have to know is the basic facts about the report. Who has released the report? What is the major highlight of the report? What are the key observations of the report? That is important that you need to cover. India specific observations are going to be important. What is India's performance in that? What is India's rank in that? Any shocking observation that you see, whether something has declined, something has improved, declined over 10-year period, any major change in the trends, any initiative that India is taking to improve its performance, way forward and all. Take any government scheme which is related to it. So if you're talking about, gender related, then what are the different schemes? What are the different schemes related to that? You know, fine. So this is what you have to cover. These are the important things that you need to cover. I hope you've got an idea as to how reports should be covered. What type of reports should be covered? I've given you a list of 38 reports over here which are important, highlighted the most important ones, and given you a list of the super important reports also over here. Super important reports here. So make a list of these reports, write it down in your notebook or download this PDF and make sure that before you go to the examination, you have covered all these reports, because you will get a lot of insights from these reports, not only from your MCQs or your general awareness point of view, but also from your answer writing point of view. Okay? Any doubt, anyone, you can ask me in the comment section. Apart from that, if you want to take up the complete course for RBI Grade B, then you will have ESI and FM classes, QRE, GA classes. You're going to have 3 physical books, downloadable monthly magazines, mock tests also. So you can enroll now if you're preparing for the examination. And if you do not want to enroll in the in the batch, then you can take up this free preparation kit that Oliveboard has for you. It includes 10 PDF ebooks, RBI Grade B 2025 complete guide, 100 plus economic and finance terms, RBI Grade B PYQs last 5 years, budget highlights, RBI Grade B Air 1's notes, 60 plus model ESI and FM descriptive answers, quant and reasoning formula ebook, 20 model essays, top 500 general awareness MCQs, 120 plus management MCQs. This is very important. If you're not taking up any coaching, if you're not taking up any course, you can take up this free preparation kit. This is absolutely free for you, and this is going to be very important for all you aspirants. Okay? And that is all from my side. For those who are new here, who want to connect with me beyond these sessions, Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. You can connect with me uh, through this, uh, on this group. ठीक है? हाँ, Bhakti, you're welcome. I'm good, Sunil. How are you? ठीक है, so just download this is very very important. Fine, now you don't need to be anxious कि कौन सी report cover करें कौन सी नहीं करें, what to cover in a report. Just go through this session and this will be very important for you. Fine. Good night, Bhakti. Have a good night. And okay, Vivek, Sunil, any doubt, anyone? Any doubt? I'll just wait for a minute or so. If there's any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll end the session over here and we'll meet up in the next session. Thank you so much for watching. Till then, take care and keep studying. All the best to all of you. All right. Okay, then, no doubts. Then, see you all in my next one. Good night and have a good weekend.